Hi, I'm George Nagel, Professor of Communication here at Ferris University, and this is my Bulldog story. I was born in Fresno, California. That's the central San Joaquin Valley, California. 1950, January 31st. The oldest of three. My dad, when I was first born, was a teacher. My mom was a teacher as well. But gosh, by the time I was 5 or 6, he was a school principal and remained a school principal throughout the remainder of his life. My mom taught elementary education, special education. So I grew up in that kind of a background, kind of a nice middle-class upbringing, and lived in the city of Fresno, and it was very nice. On a good day, I could see the Pacific Coast Range off to the west, and I could also see the Sierra Nevadas off to the east. In fact, where I grew up in the country after age 12 is on a typical morning when the sun came up, and in California it is truly sunny most of the time. You know, the occasional cloudy day or rain was very depressing. Boy, when I got here to Michigan years later, did I have to make an adjustment. When I finished my undergraduate and master's degree at Cal State Fresno, I did my doctorate at the University of Utah. And the University of Utah is right there on the Wasatch Range. That area is just incredible, the Wasatch Mountains and the Great Salt Lake and the desert, and I just loved it. If I could have gotten a tenure line position anywhere in the West, particularly say Nevada or Utah or Washington, anywhere in the West, I would have done that. But at that time there weren't a whole lot of positions available. One was available here, I interviewed here, I was offered the job, and I took it. And it's worked out beautifully. I just knew when I went through the whole interview process that this was the right place for me. You kind of know those things sometimes, and I just knew that they would offer me the job, and they did. I am now a recovering addict. Started using, I think, when I was around 14, 15 years old, and I stopped for good in 1982. So I've been clean from all drugs, including alcohol, now for over 30 years. When I was able to stop using and continue to grow, then things really began to happen. Finally got it all together. I was able to finish up my master's degree and go on and get my PhD, and I really wanted to be a professor. I had the opportunity in my master's program to teach. I had the good favor of my professors. They liked me. I liked what I was doing. If you really take an interest in your students and you're enthusiastic about what you do and you care about them, that they'll respond to that, and then learning can happen. Well, I guess it always boils down to the students, and I enjoy being with them. I know what I teach can be of value to them, and it's always neat to see people finding value in what's happening in the classroom. I feel so fortunate to be able to do what I do and to work with students, and helps to keep me young.